Hello everyone and welcome to Moementum channel. Today in this video I wanted to share with you the 7 stocks that I've bought during this pandemic in the month of April. I will share with you the average price for those purchases and what the current price for these stocks are at the moment. But before we get started, I wanted to share with you an interesting article that I've come across. This article is from Investors Business Daily and it talks about the Economic Optimism Index. So the IBD Economic Optimism Index is in fact a measure that gauges how confident consumers are, as well as the workers and investors here regarding the US economy. This index is made up of 3 different sub-indexes, including one for respondents' outlook 6 months into the future, the respondents' personal finance outlook, and how the respondents view the current federal policies in the US. So looking at how this index has been doing, currently in the month of April, as you could look, the overall economic optimism index is at 47.8. Anything under 50 denotes a pessimist approach when it comes to this index. So the 47.8% shows a decline of 11.3% compared to the previous period. The 2 areas that are sitting a little bit on the more positive side are personal finance outlook, currently sitting at 50.2, but of course it shows a huge decline compared to the past several past 12 months, and of course federal policies, approach towards federal policies in the US, which seems to be increasing. And this, I believe, has a lot to do with the federal policies and the new stimulus packages that the US is introducing to recover the economy and take it out of the recession. Alright, so let's get into the main topic for this video. And as I promised, I wanted to share with you the stocks that I've purchased so far in the month of April. So let's take a look at them. The first stock is from the Toronto Stock Exchange. It's a stock in Canada and it belongs to a company called TELUS. It's a communication company. My purchase price for this stock was $22.36 and the current stock price is at $22.27. Next, I purchased shares of Royal Caribbean Cruises. The cruise lines had been impacted negatively and the price point for their stocks had dropped drastically, so I wanted to take advantage of that and purchase shares of Royal Caribbean Cruises. My purchase price was $35.50. Currently, this stock sits at $40.22 USD. Next, I purchased shares of Carnival Corporation. Again, it's a cruise line, and my purchase price for this stock was $11 USD, and the current price for this stock is at $12.42. Now, the next 4 securities that I purchased were in fact exchange traded funds, and mostly they were indexes. The first one is VCN, or Vanguard All Cap Index Fund. The purchase price for VCN for me was $28.23, and currently this stock is traded at $28.55. Next, I purchased shares of Vanguard Canadian Capped REIT, or REIT index. The purchase price for this ETF was $25.63 and it is currently traded at $27. The next 2 exchange traded funds that I'm going to show you are what we call as leverage funds. First one is UDAO, which I purchased it for a price of $49.30 and currently it's traded at $51.56 US dollars. UDAO provides a triple leveraged exposure to the price weighted Dow Jones Industrial Average. So as you know, Dow Jones includes the 30 largest US companies, and by investing in UDAO, you get triple the exposure to the Dow Jones performance. It's definitely a much more riskier investment option. Lastly, I purchased shares of TQQQ for the price of $54.85 and it's currently trading at $54.67. TQQQ is again a leverage fund. You might be familiar with QQQ, which is an exchange traded fund that is widely held and it tracks the NASDAQ 100 index. The focus for QQQ is on large international and US companies in the technology, healthcare, industrial, consumer discretionary, and telecommunication sectors. Now, with TQQQ, which again is an ETF, it is a leverage product and obviously it provides you a triple exposure to the NASDAQ 100. The objective for TQQQ is simple: to deliver triple the daily returns of NASDAQ 100. So if that index, for example, rises by 1%, your TQQQ ETF would jump by 3%. And the reverse of that also applies. So if NASDAQ goes down by any percentage, the TQQQ would decline by triple that amount. So definitely it's more suitable for a short-term approach when it comes to investing, really trying to take advantage of these volatile market movements. There you have it, folks. These are the 7 stocks that I've so far purchased in the month of April. Before I conclude this video, I want to share with you something I'm very excited about. As you know, here on Moementum channel, we post videos weekly about finances, investing, and personal development. And one of my passions when it comes to investing is both active investing as well as passive investing. As for passive investing, I've been investing with Wealthsimple, and I'm extremely pleased with how it's performed. But when it comes to my registered account with them, both my RRSP account and TFSA accounts, for the most part, I'm almost maxed out those accounts. So I've just started to open up a non-registered account. It's a personal account, so obviously it would have some tax implications, but I'm excited to open this account. I've just started, and on the first working days, which is on Monday tomorrow, we'll be starting to invest into this account gradually. My goal is to contribute to this account at least $200 per month, so that within a year, the balance for this account continues to grow further and further. For my registered accounts, I decided to set my risk tolerance to the highest level and have a focus on growth investing. When it came to investing in this personal account, I still maintain my highest risk tolerance of at the 10 out of 10 because knowing myself, as an investor, I have very high tolerance for risks. And in fact, during the market volatility and the recent market volatility, when the value of my stocks declined drastically, it did not cause me to panic. In fact, it was something that I was very excited about, because that allowed me to invest more and more into the market and bring the average cost for my stocks lower, as I'm investing for the long term and would love these short-term declines in the market. But for this account, I wanted to try something slightly different. So I opted for what we call as Wealthsimple socially responsible investing. So here it allows you to invest in companies that are a little more conscious about their environmental responsibilities and take their corporate social responsibility into account. So for that, I've selected this package, and this allows me to get exposure to a number of different exchange traded funds and passively invest in them through Wealthsimple. So let's take a quick look at it. Here's how Wealthsimple would build my portfolio. We call it SRI, or socially responsible investing, based on my risk tolerance. Because I selected the highest risk tolerance or a growth approach, I would get more exposure to the more riskier exchange traded funds here. CRBN ETF is a low carbon exchange traded funds, where here it provides exposure to global stocks with a lower carbon exposure than the broader market. The second biggest position in this basket would be for XEN, which invests in Canadian stocks that prioritize environmental and social concerns. The third biggest one would be VIDI, or human rights exposure. So here you have global stocks with a positive record on human rights and corruption. Next on the list, we have PZD, or clean tech. So here you get exposure to clean tech innovators in the developed world. And lastly, for having a more diversified portfolio, of course, 10% of your funds in this basket would go towards a more secure bonds. Here we have ZFM, or government securities, which consists of Canadian federal bonds with AAA, AAA rating. So there you have it, folks. Here's my exciting new approach to investing when it comes to the stock market. My portfolio, of course, over time is growing, and definitely something I'm very excited about. If you found this video of value, please be sure to hit the like button. It would really mean a lot to me, and I would love to see you on our next video. So please subscribe to our channel and join Moementum. Also, let me know in the comment section below, are you buying any stocks in the month of April? What are some of the stocks that are on your watch list and the ones that you've already perhaps purchased? I would love to hear from you. See you next time.